The morning light touches the curtains, soft and golden. You wake up slowly, feeling the quiet stretch of another new day. Your back feels a little stiff. Your knees whisper a faint ache. It's a familiar tune, the body's gentle reminder of time passing. You sit up, feet touching the floor, and breathe deeply. The air feels cool, calm, and still. You remember a simple promise you made to yourself. To move a little, to care a little more. Today, we begin with something small but powerful. A gentle motion that connects your knees to your toes. A movement that speaks softly to your back, your breath, your heart. No rush, no pressure, just presence. Because every stretch, every breath tells your story. The story of strength that doesn't fade with age. The story of a body that still wants to dance with life. So take a moment now. Let go of the noise in your mind. Listen to your breath, the rhythm inside you. This is your time. Your quiet beginning toward ease, balance, and peace. There's a quiet wisdom that lives inside the body. It speaks in whispers, in stiffness, in sighs that rise with each slow morning. You feel it when you reach for a cup of tea, and your back tightens slightly. You notice it when you climb a step, and your knees hum in protest. It's not pain, not really. It's memory. The memory of every movement you've made. Every mile you've walked. Every day you've carried the weight of living. The body remembers it all. And with time, it begins to ask for gentler care. Not discipline, not force, but understanding. Before we move, let's begin with stillness. Find a quiet space around you. Somewhere light filters softly, where the world feels slow enough to listen. You don't need much room, just enough to stand tall, to breathe, to feel grounded. Maybe it's by the window. Maybe it's beside your favorite chair. The place doesn't matter as much as the peace you bring to it. Take a slow breath in. Feel your chest rise gently beneath your hands. Exhale slowly, letting the air leave your body like a sigh of release. Do it again, softer this time. Let your breath smooth out the edges of your thoughts. This is not exercise. This is presence. Before every good movement, there must be awareness. The body needs to know you're here with it. Your breath is the signal. It tells your muscles to soften, your mind to settle. When you breathe consciously, you remind your body that it is safe. Safe to move. Safe to stretch. Safe to begin again. Now feel your feet on the ground. Notice the texture beneath them. Carpet, tile, maybe wood. It holds you steady, quietly supporting you like an old friend. Your feet are your roots. Every step, every bend begins from here. Let them feel firm, alive, connected. Shift your attention upward slowly. To your knees, those patient joints that have carried your weight through the years. To your thighs, strong even when tired. To your spine, tall, kind, holding your story. Let gratitude flow through each part. Whisper softly to your body, thank you. It has done so much for you, even when you didn't notice. Now take another breath in. Let your shoulders relax away from your ears. Feel the gentle pull of gravity, grounding you deeper into calm. This moment is yours. A space between what was and what's next. No past stiffness. No future worry. Only this breath. Only this stillness. When you are ready, let your eyes rest softly on the space ahead. You don't need to see much, just enough to imagine ease. Imagine your body as a quiet river. Slow, steady, flowing where it needs to go. Every bend you make will ripple through that river, clearing what's been stuck. Knee-to-toe bends aren't about performance. They're about attention. They remind you that movement isn't something to rush, it's something to feel. When you prepare with care, your body responds with grace. When you approach gently, your back listens. It releases what it's held for far too long. So let the world fall away for a while. Let time slow to the rhythm of your breathing. You are here now, steady, calm, alive. Each breath writes a promise to move, to heal, to return to yourself. Take one last deep inhale, and as you exhale, whisper to your body, I am ready. Now we begin. You're standing tall, feet planted firmly on the ground. The air around you feels calm, gentle, almost patient. Let your hands rest by your sides for a moment. Close your eyes if you wish. Feel your breath move in and out, soft and natural. This is where movement begins, not with strength but with awareness. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, let your knees bend slightly. Not too deep, just enough to feel the shift of your weight. Your body knows this rhythm. It remembers balance. Your spine lengthens as you lower yourself gently. You're not forcing anything. You're simply allowing gravity to guide you. Now inhale again. As you exhale, lean forward slowly, letting your hands drift toward your knees. There's no race to reach your toes. Only a conversation between your breath and your muscles. If your hands stop at your thighs, that's perfect. If they slide to your shins, beautiful. If they reach your toes, smile, and stay there for a heartbeat. Feel the pull behind your legs, the soft stretch that lives in your hamstrings. That's your body waking up. It's saying hello to flexibility again. Your spine releases the weight it's been holding. Your lower back begins to breathe. This is what relief feels like, slow, honest, real. Take another deep breath. As you exhale, rise slowly back to standing. Let your shoulders roll gently backward. Feel your chest open, your posture taller. This isn't about power. It's about connection. The way your knees, spine, and breath work together like old friends. Repeat the motion again. Inhale, bend your knees slightly. Exhale, fold forward with softness. Your hands follow the natural curve of your body. Your head hangs loose, your neck free of tension. The world around you grows quieter as you move. It's just you, your breath, and the simple poetry of motion. Do it again, slowly, gracefully. Each bend is like a wave, rolling in and out of the shore. With every movement, you feel more grounded, more alive. The tightness in your back starts to fade. Your joints begin to trust you again. You remember that movement doesn't have to hurt to heal. It can be gentle, forgiving, kind. Now pause at the bottom of your bend. Hold it there for a moment. Take one long, deep breath. Then rise again, feeling taller than before. This is your rhythm now. Bend, breathe, rise. It's simple, yet deeply human. It's how the body speaks when words fall short. After a few rounds, stay still and notice. Notice how your spine feels lighter. How your breath moves easier. How your back no longer whispers in complaint. You've just reminded your body of something ancient. The art of movement, the gift of awareness, and the quiet joy of simply feeling alive. Your body is a small universe of quiet miracles. Every muscle, every joint, every cell works together in rhythm. When you move, that universe shifts and hums in harmony. The knee-to-toe bend is more than a stretch, it's communication. A dialogue between your breath, your spine, and your blood. Each slow motion sends a message through your body. Wake up, I'm here. When you bend forward, the muscles along your back lengthen. They release tension that has quietly gathered through days and years. Your hamstrings stretch, creating space for smoother motion. Your knees strengthen, learning to carry you with more grace. And deep inside your spine, the core of your movement begins to realign. It's as if you're tuning an old instrument back to its perfect note. With every breath, your circulation improves. Blood flows gently toward your lower back, warming the muscles. That warmth is healing. It tells your tissues they can let go. It reminds your nerves that not every signal needs to be pain. Sometimes it can simply be peace. And your body listens. Science has its own way of describing this gentle awakening. It calls it increased oxygenation, improved mobility, spinal decompression. But your body doesn't need words like that. It understands feeling. It understands ease. It understands the silence that comes after years of quiet tension. When you practice knee-to-toe bends, something beautiful happens over time. Your balance begins to return, slowly but surely. You start noticing how your steps feel lighter, how your back doesn't ache when you stand for long. You may even feel taller, not because you've grown, but because you've released. Released the weight of stillness that once held you down. Each day you practice, you build a bridge of trust with your body. It learns that motion doesn't mean strain. It learns that stretching doesn't mean fear. It learns that it's safe to be open again. That's how healing begins, not in sudden strength, but in quiet repetition. And as your body grows more flexible, something else unfolds. Your breath deepens. Your mind calms. You start noticing the rhythm of your heartbeat, steady and grounded. Movement becomes meditation, and meditation becomes healing. This is what true wellness feels like: soft, steady, natural. Even on days when you don't feel strong, the movement is there for you. It doesn't judge your pace or your limits. It only asks you to show up, to breathe, to bend just a little. Because even a single gentle motion can remind you of your strength. It can remind you that your body still knows how to care for itself. So when you finish your practice and stand tall once again, pause. Listen to your heartbeat. Feel the warmth in your spine. That is your body saying thank you. Thank you for remembering me. Thank you for moving with kindness instead of force. And thank you for believing that healing begins with one simple bend. Evelyn was 67 when she realized her mornings had changed. The world still looked the same, but her body felt slower, heavier somehow. Every sunrise came with a small ache in her back, a stiffness that whispered quietly. She used to move quickly, almost without thinking. But now, even reaching down to tie her shoes felt like a careful act. One morning, while making tea, she leaned on the counter and sighed. Her reflection in the kettle smiled back at her, a little tired, a little curious. She thought about how her body once danced, laughed, climbed, and ran, and how now it only asked for something simpler, gentle care. So she decided to listen. A friend told her about a simple practice: knee-to-toe bends. Just move slowly, her friend said, and breathe while you do it. Evelyn laughed at first. How could something so small make a difference? But she was willing to try. The next morning, before breakfast, she stood by the window. The light touched her face softly, and the air smelled of quiet rain. She placed her feet apart, her hands resting at her sides. She took one slow breath, then bent her knees gently. Her body resisted at first, stiff and uncertain. But she kept breathing, patient with herself. Her hands floated toward her knees, then her shins, then almost her toes. Not perfect, but enough. Enough to feel alive again. Every morning after that, she practiced the same simple motion. Sometimes with music, soft jazz humming through the kitchen. Sometimes in silence, just her breath and the sound of birds. She began to notice small changes. Her back didn't ache as much when she stood. Her knees felt steadier when she walked to the garden. And her mornings began to feel lighter. After a few weeks, Evelyn no longer rushed to finish the movement. She lingered in it, as if time slowed down when she bent forward. The motion became her quiet ritual. Her favorite part wasn't the stretch, but the peace it brought. She said it felt like her body was sighing with her, releasing what it no longer needed to hold. One day she told her daughter, "It's strange, but I feel like I can breathe again." Her daughter smiled, seeing the soft strength return to her mother's eyes. Evelyn wasn't chasing youth anymore. She was embracing grace. And the knee-to-toe bends were her reminder that age doesn't mean stillness. It means learning to move differently, with more kindness, more awareness. Now each morning, Evelyn greets the day with quiet movement. Her body bends gently, her breath flowing like a calm river. The stiffness that once felt like a burden now feels like a teacher. It taught her patience. It taught her presence. It taught her that healing doesn't always roar. It sometimes whispers. And as she rises from each bend, Evelyn smiles. Because in that gentle moment, she feels whole again. The morning feels still, wrapped in soft light and quiet air. You stand where you are, feet steady on the ground, ready to begin again. This is your moment, your small ritual of renewal. A simple practice, yet powerful in the way it brings life back to motion. Start by standing tall. Let your shoulders rest naturally, your spine long and relaxed. Take a slow breath in through your nose. Feel your chest expand, your lungs filling like calm waves. Then exhale gently, releasing any tension left in your body. Now soften your knees just a little. Don't lock them, just let them bend as if greeting the earth below. Your feet stay planted, steady as roots of an old tree. As you breathe out, bend forward slowly from your hips. Let your hands drift down, tracing the air in front of your legs. Stop wherever your body tells you to stop, knees, shins, or toes. There's no competition here, only care. Hold that moment for a breath or two. Feel the stretch awaken behind your legs. It might feel like a whisper, a quiet reminder of movement. Then inhale deeply, rising back up one vertebra at a time. Let your spine stack itself naturally, your head lifting last. Stand tall once more and feel your balance return. Do it again slowly with intention. Inhale, bend your knees slightly. Exhale, fold forward with ease and grace. Each time, your body remembers the pattern more clearly. It begins to trust the rhythm of the movement. You begin to feel lighter, softer, freer. After a few rounds, pause. Place your hands on your hips. Roll your shoulders gently back. Let your neck move side to side, releasing the small knots of stillness. This is how the body says thank you. With warmth, with calm. Now take a few final breaths. Notice the subtle changes within you. Your spine feels a little longer. Your breath moves a little deeper. Your back doesn't carry the same weight it did before. Even your thoughts seem slower, quieter, more patient. This simple routine can become your daily ritual. Morning, noon, or night, it doesn't matter. What matters is the intention you bring. A few minutes each day to remind your body it's loved. To remind your mind it's safe to rest. To remind your spirit it's never too late to begin again. Every bend, every rise, every breath is a small promise. A promise to keep moving gently through time. To treat the body not as a burden, but as a friend. A friend that has carried you through every season of life. So as you stand tall one last time, smile softly. You've given yourself something precious today. Not just movement, but meaning. Not just exercise, but peace. And tomorrow, when you return to this gentle rhythm, your body will remember the kindness you offered it today. The air feels softer now, almost lighter against your skin. Your body stands taller, your breath moves easier, your heart feels calm. What began as a small motion has become something more. A quiet reminder that healing doesn't demand effort, it asks for care. You've stretched not just your muscles, but your patience. You've bent not just your knees, but your thoughts toward kindness. Every gentle movement you made was an act of gratitude. for the body that carries you, for the breath that sustains you, for the time that still belongs to you. So take one last deep breath. Let it fill the spaces you've opened. Let it settle where tension used to live. You are here in this moment, strong and soft at once. Your body remembers what peace feels like, and it will keep remembering each time you move with care. Age doesn't steal flexibility, it just asks for gentler attention. And you have given it that gift today. So as you close your eyes and smile, remember this truth. Every small movement is a way home to yourself. And home, after all, has always been within you.